Hey guys, how we doing? How we doing? Mic check 1 2. Hello? No, we're good. Everything looks good. How are we doing? How are we liking the Essentia update so far, you guys? I have not looked into it at all. I am curious as to what you guys are thinking. Also, welcome in Charles. Way to kick off the week, man. Numero uno. That is 1, by the way, for those of you that do not speak Spanish. Wolverine and Warlock. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. We are on the alt account today, by the way. Should be a good time. I figured we'd slip back into the groove a little bit. You know, we just do some EQ on this account. It'd be pretty casual, pretty chill. Dementia over Essentia. Is it that bad, huh? So bad it makes you want to forget about it? And dementia, by the way, one of like probably my bigger fears as I get older in life. I don't have anyone in the family that's gotten it. Thank heavens. But it terrifies me. You can't with the piggy, yep. That way I can see the latest update. It is really nice, yeah. Charles. The unfortunate thing is everybody else gets to show the update before me, so I think I lose out on an audience that wants to see the new update be played immediately, but that's all right. I did do EQ already, just not on the alt account. At least I don't think so. Yeah, no, we still have to do it on the alt account. We did do it on the main, though. I will say I did do these two. I haven't done the Warpath just because these were so incredibly boring. I did not want to do these on stream. So if you want to go watch these like absolute grindfest fights, you can go watch the VOD from my main account. I did not want to stream that again. I would rather stream Arena than play those again, at least. The first time was okay. So that does mean though that before we go into EQ, we have some crystals to open, you guys. So let's get on that, shall we? Let me just get everything else out of the way. This is a nice little early treat. Little reward for you guys for being right on time with the stream. Also, we'll open these bad boys and see who we get. Just so we can bump our prestige a little bit for EQ rewards. Also, who knows? Maybe we'll get some champions that we'll want to take into the quests as well. So hopefully people can get in here at a reasonable time, or they're going to be missing out on some crystalage. Okay, I need ISO desperately, so gotta open these guys. I'll take that. A little more gold, I guess. We'll open that basic after I think we open our empowered crystals. We're going to get more of these from EQ as well. Oh, hold on. Never replied to your message in general. You sent it this morning. What did it say, Warlock? I go to work really early, so I usually don't check my phone too much. All right, I'm going to spin a little bit of these just so that people can like filter into the stream. I don't want people to miss all the good crystal-y goodness. Give people a chance. It seems like the bulk of you guys usually show up like 15 minutes after I go live. At least that's what it feels like. Dude, this is going to be pretty nice though. This is going to give this account a lot more variety. I usually don't level up 6 stars at all, but this is going to help as far as like if I ever wanted to do Crucible on this account, stuff like that. Uh, 7-star Warlock is nice. We take that. Oh, we take, that's a really good pull, man. Oh, that's so good. That's another good tech champ. Sweet, dude. Pinged me again. All right, I can just check it right now. I'll just check it on my phone. The Funko Pop. Oh, you went on a Funko Pop hunt. That sounds fun. Hey, 6-star Mr. Knight. I've never, I don't know if I've ever bought a Funko Pop. I've thought about it. I've been close a few times. I have seen like those videos of people with like those humongous Funko Pop collections, and that's always been really cool because there's just a ton. You haven't gotten an Ascended Champion with these? Yeah, me neither. And then some 7-star shards. We'll take that. They're kind of rare to get. Dude, did you buy all of them? You should have. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that Warlock pull. He's still really good. Still very relevant. You have an Immortal Hulk Funko Pop? Dude, that sounds awesome. I'm actually surprised they have an I-Hulk Funko Pop. I would feel like they would just have Hulk and then stop there. They were 16 bucks a piece and you're broke. Shoot. That always sucks, man. When you find something that you really want to buy, but you just can't afford it. That's like me all the time. Another 7-star. Mystic Spidey. I'm not like super high on that, but you know what? That's okay. We have Claire, so... But dude, any 7-star is excellent. We've got like pretty decent odds so far on these, honestly. Would be 70 including tax. Yeah, that would be brutal. I mean, if it's something that makes you happy and you're passionate about it, you know? Like I'm not gonna Funko shame. Do you have any of the oh, I can't remember exactly what they're called. They're like the Funkos that are just the mold. Like they're just white, like pure white. I don't remember what they're called. But those are kind of cool. You hid the others? Wow. You know what? Funny story about hiding stuff. So my wife and I love Cadbury mini eggs, okay? Love them. But they're way too expensive, especially now. You're like they used to be like just a few bucks. Now they're like $5-6. Cadbury mini eggs are such a joke now. But after Easter, they usually go half off. So what my wife and I will do is we will hide bags of Cadbury mini eggs throughout the store and then go and retrieve them when they're finally half off. There has been a couple times though where we go back to our stash and it's gone. So once in a while, man, those workers, they'll just find your stash, which that is always so freaking depressing. Hopefully they don't find where you stashed the Funko stash. That is the greatest thing though. I've had a couple workers go, whoa, we still had some of these? And I'm like, yeah, I found them over there. The Empowered Grace Crystal is pretty nice, Charles. I do think it helps for new accounts. Oh, Silk would have been elite, man. Okay, we're going to start popping these. We're getting to the point where it's like, if you're not in here by now, then oh well. Scarlet Witch. Okay, I do kind of want to spin some more though. I'll spin one more and then we'll start popping. I just like opening crystals, you know? And we're getting tons of shards. All right, let's do a 10 pop. What do we got? Did we get any new 7 stars? Nope. Man, so many 6 stars though. My goodness. Some pretty decent ones there too. We got Kushala. Scarlet Witch, not bad. Not bad at all. Awakening some people. Getting us ISO is pretty big. Let's go another 10 pop. We got it. We got a Lady Deathstrike, chat. That's actually sweet. Oh my gosh. Wow. We got lucky on the alt again, of course, right? Okay, we get Ascended Lady Deathstrike. That's freaking awesome, man. That's really cool. That's gonna be nice. We haven't on the alt account stepped foot into Act 9, so she'll be great for that one boss. And then we got Mr. Moo. I actually might level him up because if I have to use a Mystic champion for solo raids, it's very annoying. And then Shathra, that's pretty big. Man, pretty nice pulls on that pop. I got one of your Ascended champions. I did, Charles. We're twinning, man. All right, we're going to spin these last 4 out. Or not all the way out, but we'll spin them by hand. Oh, that's actually really nice, man. Not the best 7-star luck, but we've gotten pretty blessed. I mean, getting an Ascended champion is pretty sweet. Now, I'm not super high on the Lady Deathstrike buff. It is definitely a buff, but it didn't make a gargantuan difference to me, so. We've gotten good 6 stars, though. I'm actually quite pleased. I should have looked at our account rating before opening these. Makes her relatively decent. That's good. That's good to hear. I'll still probably use her anyway. My tech 7 stars are actually pretty good now, though. Okay, last one. This one we will let spin out. Let's see what we got. We'll endow it with the power of the boat. Yeah, I do think Ascension will make a big difference for Lady Deathstrike. She's still going to be underwhelming to me, though. Just because she's going to be rank 1 for a little bit. Okay, overall, not too bad. That was pretty awful 7-star odds, I'm not going to lie. Out of 40 crystals, only getting 3 7 stars. That seems pretty bad, but honestly, like, this account is still so new and so fresh. I'm totally fine with it. It's hard to find even one chase in a store. I didn't know Funkos were like that, like, sought after. Like, I know they're collectible, right? I know a lot of people collect them. I didn't know it was that big of a thing, though. Okay, I'm actually stoked on the Warlock pull, though. I've had to use Ultron for like most of my tech related things if I need like an armor up, and it's been not my favorite. Let's do crit rating. I think she can crit, but now I'll be able to use, I guess I could have used Guillotine anyway. Spidey Supreme. Maybe I'll have to learn how to play him now. All right, let's go hop into EQ, guys. Actually, no, wait, we have basics, huh? I could ask Widow. Dude, I scrolled and I saw your message with him. I'm sure you... Just based on how much you guys were talking about it. Makes me feel like it's a lot. Essentia is essentially an essential flop. Ugh, Abyss. We're going to look at it after this, and then we're going to hop into EQ. It's going to be a pretty chill day. By the way, guys, drop your guesses down below if you would like to participate for the exclusive chance at a free Crisp High 5. If you have to guess the last champion I pull, okay? So these first two crystals won't matter. For that reason, I'm just going to spin them out. But get your guesses in, guys. Reminder to those of you that have just joined, we are on the alt account today. Go with armor up for offensive stat focus. Oh, yeah, because it's based on her armor, right? A lot of her abilities. I think we're going to get Serpent. Oh, not the Raging Cajun. A Lady Deathstrike dupe would actually be nice. I was hoping we'd get far more 7 stars from those. Oh, rip Abyss. That hurts, man. Hopefully, though, like, she gets, like, the glow up. Like, I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe they made her change with, like, max rank Ascension in mind. So maybe she's really good at... I don't know. Dazzler, though. That's pretty good. I like Dazzler. Dazzler's great. No guesses tonight, huh? You guys don't believe in it? Did you guys give up on trying to be psychic? Don't give up. You guys can be psychic, okay? Who did we have on? Somebody on Friday. I think it was Swiss, right? Swiss guessed it, right? It can happen. I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds if no one wants to guess. That's I. Okay, here we go. No champions should rely on Ascension to be good. I agree. I think champions should be good divorced of like a certain rank or Ascension. Also, what's up, Walrus? Welcome in, man. The Ascension madness has you drained. Is it really that bad, guys? I'm gonna have to go take a look after this. Long shot. I like that. I like that. I like that pull. Dude, we got, I mean, Gambit was a stinker, but Dazzler and Longshot is really nice. Those are both fantastic champions. Dude, this account is stacked, man. Sheesh. We need to awaken this Dazzler. I got to imagine we're going to see Korg maybe a little more often. I'll change this while I remember to. And then make you crit rating. Gambit's going to get a really nice buff one day. I can feel it in my heart and soul. Let's do critical damage rating. Okay, let's check out this Essentia store. Oh, I know, Warlock. It's the best day of my life. That is true. That is true, Charles. I mean, a lot of you guys have been psychic at one point or another. It's going to take me so long to get here on the alt account. All right, where is this Essentia tab? There it is. I have not actually looked at this yet. This is my first time. So we can convert glory. Ends in 270. So we can do this. It renews weekly, I guess. And that would give us 2000 Essentia or whatever. Okay, all right. This is dumb. What? So here's my question. Like, we have a cap on Essentia. I feel like what they should have done is like just converted everything and just let you exceed the cap until like you dip back down below the cap, if that makes sense. Oh, that's funny. Wolverine just said the same thing. It's mind-boggling that the amount we can hold, the amount we can spend, and the amount we can convert are all capped. It makes no sense. I speculate the reason that these are capped is probably so that they didn't crash their game. I like legit. I if I had to really like wager a guess, I think that's what it would be. But yes, I completely agree. I think capping the conversion is ridiculous. I mean, their argument is like, that's why these conversion things last for 274 days. But at that point, like, why? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, all right? It's not that the conversion is like got a cap on it. I mean, it is. But it's like there's a cap on it also. Like, what am I going to buy in the Battleground store anymore? You see what I'm saying? Like, it looks like the loyalty store is still there, which is cool. And like, not much has changed there. What about, oh, I guess, did they nuke the Glory store too? Oh, if they did that, that's stupid. Don't do that. So they kept the loyalty store around, but nuked the Glory store? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, that's not good. So you can't even convert all your glory. And you can't spend your leftover glory yet. That's kind of weird. There's never a loyalty cap. Yeah, that is true. And then did they nuke this shop as well? The artifact shop? Yeah, that's gone too. They should have kept the other shops around. At least like for a few months. If they were going to have it hard capped on the conversion here, that seems completely appropriate. In my mind. I mean, you can get... Let's see what we can get in here. We can get some tier 6 class, tier 6 basic, tier 4 alpha. Has anybody done like a breakdown on like if we're actually losing out on value, like from the old prices of like glory and stuff like that? I would be curious to see. Let's see, 1500 shards in loyalty was like what? Or no, trophy tokens was like a couple thousand, right? Wasn't this like 1,000 shards? Or 1,500? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, 6-star awakening gem, baby. Huge. Statcast relic shards. I mean, the stuff in here is pretty awesome. I will say that. A relic awakening gem is actually superb. Yeah, I'm gonna check the Mysterium store after this. Being able to buy Primordial Dust, finally, by the way, this has been stupid that you couldn't buy it. There's no reason that you haven't been able to. Other than, I suppose, now the release of Ascension. But yeah, these are nice. You can buy a Relic Awakening gem. That's pretty sweet. I think like the contents of the store itself are good. I think the mechanic of conversion is bad though. I'd be interested in like seeing if anything is missing. Like if we can still buy all of the same things we used to be able to buy. Okay. I want to check out the Mysterium. Of course, you still have this bundle, so you can continue to get scammed out of a 7-star. Actually, let's do that. And we can still get 6-star relic things, which is great. Honestly, this is probably what I will be spending a lot of Mysterium on. At least on this account. That's a lot of shards. Where did they put like the incursions crystal? Does anybody know that? If I can no longer buy incursions. Or is now my only route to an incursions crystal going to be Radiance? Because if it's Radiance, then that sucks. I'm honored, Walrus. Thank you. Can't buy as many tier 4 basic as previously. Only 10 a week, and a 5-star takes 12 to get the rank 4. Oof. Yeah, it's still in the Radiance store, but I'm not blowing 21,000 Radiance. This thing used to be able to get purchased by just incursions artifacts. Radiance is way too good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to raise like a huge stink about that, but that is like definitely an L decision. Only having the incursions for, yeah. I don't like that very much. I mean, this doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. I think they went about it horribly though. Like having the conversion limit. It also does sound like you guys are telling me that even though they said the value would be equal, it's not necessarily equal to how things used to be, which is a little bit unfortunate. And hopefully they can remedy that. Hey, Hulk, nice. We take those. Do you guys think this will be a 7-star? I don't. 7-star onslaught incoming. Nope. Iron Patriot. I'm telling you guys, 7-stars don't come from exalted crystals. I don't know what else to try at this point. I've literally tried everything. Except for these, chat. All right. I was trying to stall out before I opened these as much as I could. And you know what? We're 30 minutes into the stream. The real ones are here. Let's get it. Let's get it. We already got Lady Deathstrike, of course, from our empowered crystals. Let's see if we can get some different champions here. 6-star Hulk Battlecast is the only one that you're missing. Well, hopefully, now that he's on my account, he'll have some time to spare to head over to yours. And Zemo? Man-Thing! Hey! You mentioned Man-Thing, Walrus, and he just... I guess the game thought that sounded good, man. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm gonna have to give him a Testaruski. I'm not sure, Jamrock. I think they're the ones from last week still. They are up until the 13th. Twitch should have like a little chat box message for you that there are drops if you still have drops to get though. Should. And our next one is iDoom, who got like a quality of life change. I don't know that it would. I guess it's a buff, technically. Man, some interesting champions there. iDoom and Man Thing. Not sure how I feel about it, man. Not sure how I feel about it. Although, I will say the Ascension pool, for me at least, is largely meh. Very uninspiring, at least to me. But I'll take it. Brothers. Where, oh where? I hate searching for champions. Where is iDoom? Oh, there he is. My cursor was literally on him, man. I don't know what you want. He doesn't crit, I don't think, right? I'm gonna do energy resistance because why not? That sounds fun. Make him a little tankier. All right, let's hop into some EQ, guys. Let's just have a good time. Make sure are there any rank ups I can do for 7 stars? I guess I could rank up High Evolutionary. I could rank up Spider Ham. Ooh, or I could save for one more tier 6 science and rank up Spider Woman. I think that's a better decision personally. And then no one else can really be ranked up. Okay. We can use... We can throw some ISO into Lady Deathstrike. She should get up into our prestige. How many Ascended Champions was I able to get? Well, between both accounts, like 6, 7, somewhere in there. This account, however, though, just 3s. Although we should get some exalted crystals from EQ. So jury is still out as far as that goes, but I think getting Lady Deathstrike kind of ate all of our luck. All right, let's see if we can just chew through some classic difficulty today. If we can get most of classic done, that'll be awesome. Oh, wait, who was the boss? Oh, it's this Elsa with Caltrops. Man, I need better mutants. I mean, we got Dazzler just barely, which is nice. Throw her on the team. Throw Professor X on the team too. Why not? And then we bring in Heimdall probably. Where is our 5-star Heimdall? Bring in Odin as well. Nah. Heimdall I think is more important. Heimdall is like such a powerhouse. On like newer accounts, he's just so valuable. These all have Icarus, don't they? Oh no. Maybe Achilles Seal? Okay. Which one had Icarus? Oh, Rising Sun. I think is what I'm thinking of. You're doing it at the same time, A1? Nice. I hope your run goes well, man. Hope it goes well for you. On the bright side, I've already done this once, so hopefully this is a little bit easier for me. It probably won't be though, because I don't have my normal champions. Yeah, that's honestly the biggest reason I'm doing EQ right now, Charles. That, and there's not really anything to do on the main right now, so I figured I might as well. Also, for the record, I know this isn't how you play Professor X. I'm just trying to get Furies and build up his persistent charge and stuff. Oh, you're I don't think I I don't think I have a chance at catching you, Abyss. That Pixie fight was a little bit tricky though. Definitely stay on guard. Stay on your toes. She's kind of annoying. Or can be, I guess. Danny Moonstar, do it. Oh. I thought she still had miss or falter. What's up, Nick? How are you, man? Hope your weekend was awesome. Dude, the after images for both champions is really throwing me off. Because they do the same thing. You Dex, and then they're actually still there. All right, that should KO. Yep. Beautiful. I should boost up so we can get through this as quick as we can. Oh no, Nick. Everyone was partying. I mean, you got to party once in a while though. Keeps things interesting. Can't get too boring, man. Okie doke. Let's Professor X one more time. We're just trying to get that special attack boost, basically, from his Cerebro charges. I did not parry there, apparently. That's tragic. Can I don't know. I thought about trying to full dex that, but nah. Oh my gosh, the Titan rollover is soon. Thank you for reminding me. Man, there's a lot of stuff happening soon. I forgot about that entirely. I was more concerned with like the Karina challenges and stuff that we're getting. Yeah. Charles, on Christmas, I was such an unbearable child. Dude, I would want to go wake up my parents so early. Because, like, I mean, no kid can sleep on Christmas. I was definitely not immune to that. I just remember I would wake up my siblings, or my siblings would already be awake with me. Most of the time, though, I feel like I was the one who just like never slept. I'd be like, dude, can we go wake up mom and dad yet to open presents? Deadly Origin, please. You need time for content. I think there's going to be a lot of people that aren't doing the Karinas instantly. I still don't know if I'm going to be like doing them day of or not, to be completely honest. Nimrod wasn't doing his usual damage at all. No, he's not. I used him in my first clear Abyss. Pixie applies that like open book looking debuff that reduces damage from shock and I think bleed. So Nimrod is not a good champion for that. I would recommend for that fight, I think Yondu did pretty good. Yeah, just anyone really that doesn't rely on either of those debuffs is pretty good. So like not Okoye, that's for dang sure. But yeah, she unfortunately does kind of like cook Nimrod a little bit, which is a bit unfortunate. Nimrod already has it so tough, and then they have to introduce a champion that counters him again. Deadpool X-Force is crushing this. Solvark destroyed her. Yeah. Yeah, that's not helpful for the ult count at all, but thank you for the input. That'll be good for people in the stream that, or people that rewatch this that have Solvark though. You got up at 11. Brothers begging your parents to be allowed to wake up. There were a couple of times I actually did just sleep though. That generally happened when I started getting older. I still loved and got hyped around Christmas. I just knew that like I didn't need to get up super early. And then there were some times like when I was older, my parents actually woke me up. Which is a little funny. And just get exploded. Used Hulkbuster even though he has shocks from his heavy. Shocks aren't a main damage. Yeah, I mean, he just hits like humongous crits with his heavy attack. All right, we're to our first boss. Making pretty good time here. I'm gonna use Sinister. He works pretty okay. Ouch. Whoa, you just purify that? Elsa, that's so rude. Ouch. Messed up, man. Worth it. Worth it. You can kind of play this fight like a psychopath with Mr. Sinister. Because you have Caltrops, man. He's just a cheat code. Pretty sure I wasn't streaming when you did it, but you reached level 67 and maxed out the 6-star Ultron. That's awesome. Congrats, man. I will definitely get that Ultron and never touch him again. I wonder, does anybody know if that's the highest rank that somebody is? Or level, I should say. Cosmic. And, oh, I can still use Yondu for this, huh? I was going to say, it's going to be hard to not use Yondu for this because I did before. But I can still use Yondu. Hyperion. And then we bring... I don't know that Hercules has been fixed yet. I know his damage was broken. Like in a bad way. So I'm gonna just... I'll bring him anyway as like backup, but I don't think he hits as hard as he usually does. The Green Goblet Relic? Or Green Goblet? Did I just say that? Green Goblin Relic. Oh boy. Gabi. You still have 40-ish experience tokens. I know my main account is close to leveling up, but I don't think it's close to 67. Why do I have a relic on Gladiator? I have relics scattered around on this account. Because it kind of just like... There were champions I used early on that had relics on them and stuff like that. And then this account quickly just bloomed. And we got a bunch of different champions. And I haven't really like gone through to sort through it too much. So that would be the why. Yeah, I don't know. Words are hard, okay? It's a Monday. We had daylight savings time, which is the most inexplicably stupid thing on planet Earth. Needless to say, it's been a rough day, all right? And it may continue to be a rough day. We'll see how EQ goes. Luckily, we're only doing Classic, which is not super terrible. The Green Goblet Relic, man. What's up, Swiss? Welcome in, man. Did I see your most recent? I did see it, yeah. I think I made a comment on it. That's why I said Green Goblet for some reason. Man, I got hit. Good thing anti-venom is awesome and just gives me like this free healing. It'd be really cool though if you would throw that special though. I mean, we could maybe go for the KO. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. You were completely unaware daylight savings time happened? Yeah, I was until Friday night. Or wait. Was it Friday night or Saturday night? Whichever night it was before daylight savings. Anyway. And my buddy, he made the comment just offhanded, like, oh, who's ready at the game late so that daylight savings time kills us in the morning. And that's when I remembered that it was that time of the year. It still like blows me away. I don't understand it, man. I know the like whole explanation is like, oh, but the farmers, but that's like no longer really applicable from what I understand. At least farmers I've talked to, they just don't care about daylight savings anymore. Is the 6-star Heimdall relic / shielded cosmic relic of impact any good? Teddy, I'm not quite sure which stat focus that is, but that does sound like one that you'd want to put on more defensive cosmic champion. But yeah, I'd say most 6-star like stat casts and battle casts are pretty good. They usually give pretty decent value to your champions. It really just kind of depends which champion you throw it on. As far as stat cast goes, I don't know that there's any that are like far and away like the best ones. I mean, my favorite ones are the ones that boost critical attack damage or critical rate, just because I like, you know, hitting things hard. But that's honestly my personal preference more than anything. So as long as you can like kind of use your stat casts in a way where you can make whatever champion you're using better in an area they may be weak in, or make them like significantly stronger in an area they're already strong in, then I don't think there's anything that's like super crazy OP or anything. When it comes to battle casts, I do think there are some better than others though. Yeah, StatCast can be used in a variety of different ways. Using Marvel Superman, yep. I need some better Cosmic 7-stars on this account for sure. Yeah, that's not even it. Like, that's probably one of the biggest things, Nick, but daylight savings time causes a lot more than that. I mean, anytime you're messing with people's like routine and like circadian rhythms and stuff, it's always bad. Like there's a noticeable uptick in like depression and stuff like that as well. Just general anxiety. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. Never have been, never will be. The thing that annoys me is like there's certain states it has like been deleted. Okay, like we know it's possible to do, and guess what, those states are not burned to the ground. They're still doing just fine. So it rolls around. We have this conversation twice a year because everybody universally hates daylight savings time, barring like 1%. Okay, like I have never met anybody who enjoys screwing with their clocks and throwing their bodies out of sync. So you would think that we would have fixed this crap by now, but no, I don't understand. Like, why do we continue to do this? I will like, I just don't get it. It'll at this point, like, it's such an obvious thing to get rid of or change permanently that like there has to be some grand conspiracy. That's the only explanation. Because outside of that, like, why has it not been fixed? I just don't get it. And it's like an easy win political thing too. It'd be like a nothing burger, but everyone would vote for you if you vowed to get rid of it. Like, I don't know. Excuse me. How can it do anything with farmers? Wolverine, the argument wasn't for the crops for the farmers. The argument was for the farmers. If you've ever been on a farm or talked to a farmer, there is a lot that goes on. A lot of stuff that you have to do. And so daylight savings time would give them more daylight to do their job. But like, just wake up earlier, or I don't know, like maybe just get more. I don't know, man. I don't know. But the thing, anyway, the argument against it now though is like that I've heard from farmers is like Yeah, the extra time was nice early on, but now there's so much technology they can finish their jobs in the fraction of a time. So it's not as important as it used to be. So I don't know, man. Oh, I really thought I dexed that one. Oh, well. Oh, I whiffed that one, though. Daylight savings time pisses you off for a week, then you're back to normal. Yeah, but like you shouldn't have to have that. Like there's so much crap that goes on with life nowadays. It's just such a stupid, tedious chore. I would much rather not have to deal with it. Compromise and always be a half an hour in between. We could. Honestly, I should run for office. I know there's a lot more important issues when it comes to politics and stuff. Like, a lot. But if there is a presidential candidate who makes it a big part of his campaign to get rid of daylight savings time, I might just vote for that person. Almost no matter what. Essentia, Dark Eyes. Essentia, indeed. Ah, yes. Red Goblin. And then this was the Mystic Quest. That's how much I hate it, man. It's just so stupid. It's such a waste. Makes no sense to me, man. Okay, we could bring in any of these guys, or we could bring in Man Thing for the flex. Man Thing who has no relic. Let's change that. You probably want this guy, right? Yeah, sure, here. Whoops, one menu too far. Yeah, it's just dumb, man. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. And we have this conversation every year. Somebody posts a bunch of articles about how bad it is. And then everyone likes that article and completely agrees. And nothing ever gets done. You got all your Twitch drops. Congrats, Charles. Bring Longshot? Too late. I mean, let's be real. Claire is going to be getting used every single fight. Let's be real about it. I thought, yeah, I believe we are supposed to get new Twitch drops. I was a little surprised we didn't this week, but maybe they... I don't know, man. Maybe they just decided not to do it. Or they start next week or something. I don't know. Oof. Man, nobody is liking Essentia so far, huh? Yikes. I'll have to check it out, Abyss. I'm kind of in focus mode for this, though, right now. Let's go ahead and give Claire some buffs. What? Wolverine, you say some incredibly insane things. I don't think that's quite true, though. Longshot would have done the fight faster? Maybe. I mean, they both needed just a special too. Or I guess, wait, no, did I throw a special 3? I think I threw a special 3. Never mind. Now, what's worse, though, guys? Daylight savings time or Essentia? Think about that one. Ponder on that one, if you will. Honestly, I don't really mind Essentia too much. I feel like there's a lot of knee-jerk reactions right now. Do I think it's stupid the way they introduced it? Absolutely. Do I think it's like the end of the world? No. I think as far as like the contents of the store, just like voice your opinions, I'm sure they're going to be like, it's a brand new thing. I'm sure they're going to be listening for a lot of feedback. Daylight savings, you can ignore Essentia. Yeah, I think I'm on board with you as well, Swiss. Daylight savings can just die. Mr. Negative was the DGen king before Vox and before Sinister. Dude, what about Cable and APOC though, man? Don't forget about them. There's some of the OGs. You had hopes Essentia might do something, so that's worse. They're both disappointing. Dude, I just don't mind it that much. Maybe I will. I don't know. The rollout was garbage, but at the end of the day, it's just another currency. Yeah, that's kind of the side I'm on. I noticed, did I press a button on accident? Whoops. I noticed Seaton came out with a couple videos. It seemed like he was pretty critical of it. I would be interested to watch those and see what his opinion is. Because I really don't think it's like the most awful thing. I think condensing all the currencies is a good thing. I think we got too many. I just really like, it really is kind of an unforced error, which is what you expect, I feel like, for a brand new feature in any game. I mean, they're kind of doing a pretty big thing. They're dissolving a lot of different currencies, and that comes with a lot of different, like, okay, how do we value this currency as opposed to this currency, where they can buy the same item in both shops? How do we make them convert so that it's fair? You know, how do we do all this? I think that's pretty difficult. Okay, that's fair, Abyss. That's a fair critique. I think, Charles, I think like the most of the people I argue, or not argue with, talk about it, they just want permanent daylight savings, which would be, I believe, the more daylight side of that argument, which I tend to like kind of agree with. Whatever they do, I just want stability more than anything. It's really annoying. Essentia essentially froze your assets. Kabam has basically told me you don't deserve to spend your own resources you've earned. Yeah, I definitely see that, Storm. And like the fact they just nuked the Incursions store and Glory store, I feel like was maybe not the best approach either. And then I do wonder if you're the new Elder progression level, if maybe prices for you will come down a little bit. That's kind of my gut feeling. Maybe like Essentia is going to be a lot better, like when you're in the Elder progression. We'll have to wait and see though. Dude, Kushala absolutely ate this man up on my main account. I don't know. I do think like Essentia is going to have growing pains. That I felt like was inevitable. It's going to be what's really going to be important though is how Kabam handles this in the coming weeks, because if they make no changes at all, even after all the feedback, I don't think that's really the move, because this is a brand new feature and you really need to gauge how your player base feels about it. But like, I feel like they rolled it out. It's relatively stable. I think that's probably a win for them. Is this the... Okay, it's the skill. And then that really annoying guillotine fight. Man, I don't have like that many skill champions. I'm actually going to be ending up using Blade. That's crazy. Oh, Hulkling not leveled up. I feel like Hercules is my best option for that boss, but I just, if his damage is like nuked, that's not good. I'm gonna bring him anyway. Unless, wait, what nodes does she have on her? Ah. Oh, that's where gaining buffs gives you power, huh? Hulkling would be pretty good for that, actually. We're gonna stick it with this team, though. I think we can do it. The Battleground store also got nuked. Yeah, Glory, Battlegrounds. The Loyalty store is not, which is really weird. That, to me, is weird, because it's like they want to set a standard on one hand, but then on the other hand, it's like, psych? It's so weird. Medusa? Yeah, I don't have Medusa, though, on the alt account. Yeah, I don't want to have to switch clocks at all, Charles, no. Blade. Use Blade as much as we can. The GOAT himself. Nuke the Emma boss with Scream. Nice. I think Yondu is aight for me. Oh yeah, look at this Blade. Look at that, dude. What a beast. My GOAT. Honestly, not too bad. A couple special twos. Who thought that only letting us trade 2,000 glory, 3,000? Yeah, I thought that was bad, Storm. That was actually shocking to me. And then, like, yeah, the fact that they nuked the stores and then also put a cap on the trade-in. I do think that was an L decision. I 100% agree. That was not the greatest foresight, man. Now, as far as like the prices and all that stuff, I think we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see how like everything feels. But it feels, or like it looks kind of okay off the rip to me. Maybe with some price tweaking like you guys were talking about. Okay, Blade is unironically performing really well. Only the potions part of the loyalty store stayed? Wait, really? I thought I saw everything when I checked. Did I not? Yeah, no, you can get boosts and stuff still. There's still all the boosts. You can still get Colossus and trade these guys in still. I mean, yeah, you lose. I guess you lose out on like the Awakening Gem and stuff. But I feel like everything I was using loyalty on is still like purchasable with loyalty. But yeah, I do think they should have kept those other stores live for like a couple months, just so that everybody has the chance to run through all of their resources and use them if like in that manner, if that's what they want, and then force people over to Essentia. I feel like that would have been much better. Oh, it stayed because of war. That makes sense. Are you gonna throw this over here? Like, I think, like, I don't let the fact that they botched the launch, don't let that sway you from the fact that I think it is still a positive thing for the game. Like we were talking about last week, there's a lot of content creating going on around this game where people just want to like really prey on the negative, which like there always is. Any game in this day and age is rife with bugs, unfortunately, and it's a productive thing to do for a lot of different people to only focus on that because it gives you more engagement. But just try to think about like how good it'll be not having to juggle through a bunch of different currencies and stuff. And I'm not saying like don't give feedback on it, because like I said, this is brand new, so Kabam needs to know like what should and shouldn't change. But don't try to focus solely on the negative, I guess, because there are still a lot of positive things I think that come from this change. Dude, I can't believe I'm actually just like cruising through this thing with Blade. Less than 24 hours until the Titan rollover. That's exciting. We'll be opening some Titans. Will it be tomorrow? Tomorrow or the day after? I don't know. We'll see. Idea is great. There's always been too many currencies, oversight on the caps, and basically freezing people's resources is making people very angry. And I think rightly so. It really is kind of a baffling thing that they went about it that way. I definitely concede that point for sure. And you're just gonna throw the special into block, you psychopath. That's Joaquin for you, chat. Negative takes equals positive clicks. That is that's a very eloquent way to put it, Walrus. Very well said. And that is the unfortunate truth. Dang, it's 6 days, Nick? That's way soon. I didn't know we were that close to Kitty Day. I am in there. I am in there, Charles. I don't check it, though. The only time I'll ever go in the official Discord usually is if one of you guys tell me I need to check out like a blog post or something. Or if my game is randomly not working and I will go there for like bug reports. That's the only time I'm ever in the MCOC Discord. All right. Let's see if we can get Hercules to do enough damage at least. Would have been cool to have this guy be a Herald too. Then he would be resistant to power burn, but oh well. Oh, I have to gain buffs. That's right. Dude, you can almost loop special one. Oh, I will say I do enjoy that part of the Discord, is seeing like people's emoji reactions when Kabam announces something. Also, Herc seems to be doing okay. I haven't noticed like a significant drop off on his damage. So maybe they got that fixed. Well, actually, maybe not. No, some hits it feels just fine, and others it doesn't. Ugh. I will say people make some random reactions on that Discord channel. I think we have 2 more quests. Yep. We're almost there, chat. Attack, inflicting a power drain, burn, or power lock, disintegration, or suppression. And no charge. Okay. All right. We'll probably use Yondu for Pixie, I'm thinking. Since he's an absolute unit for that fight. We could use Lady Deathstrike for funsies, and then Warlock would actually be pretty good here. I think we might just ignore it and go for Jack, though. We don't need Odin. We could probably bring Warlock anyway. I think this team will be okay. We may not get Furies, but that's fine. Don't want that. Don't really want to fight Omega Red. I think this is the easiest. I think before I go to bed tonight, or maybe tomorrow, I want to watch Seaton's reaction video. I am very interested to see what he said on everything. I feel like he usually has pretty good takes. I mean, not as good at takes as me, but yeah, Nick, it was looking like sometimes he was like absolutely slamming like you would expect, and at other times not so much. Oh, does this have Matador? Yep. Man, that is such a slow wave. Oh, is Gene bugged as well? I haven't heard of Gene being bugged. I knew about Herc though. I had seen that on Reddit. That's why I love fighting Sandman. Sandman and Anti-Venom. They're just like free full heals. I think they broke everything when they changed how protection interacts with Daunted. That's when all the weird interactions started happening. I'm just now remembering Jack-o'-lantern is actually Incinerate immune. So this is not the best matchup. But you know what? It's still kind of funny, so. And honestly, that poison still did pretty good damage. So I don't think we'll be in this fight as long as I thought. And Jack-o'-lantern is such a stud. All right, one more special, and this one is game over. I think this Jack almost killed me on my main account. His like damage scaling was so high, and he got a couple like incinerate like his crits, and it just did so much damage. All right, he's gone. Beautiful. Better defender now because it's just a long fight. Yeah, Sandman has never been super tricky on defense, man. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. All right. Let's use Lady Deathstrike. Why not? Why not? Oh, thank you for this tutorial. Wonderful. I hate that, by the way. Wait, are you just... Do you get it? It gives me a free opening, I guess. From the tutorial? That's what I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. Sweet. I mean, I'll take it. Thanks. You know, love her or hate her, you cannot deny it. Lady Deathstrike has fantastic animations. Oh, what? Like the stabby, it just, oh, it's chef's kiss, you know? And I just got hit a few times. That was very painful. No! Okay, we're good. Ooh. If you would have blocked, that would have hurt. Oh, I parried on accident. No. Oh, well, he's almost dead anyways. Your tutorial was when a defender had it, so you got slapped in the face. Wait, did it lock you out of controls? That's so weird. That's funny. You should be able to disable that. I feel like I see no reason for it to not be. Or it just, like, you don't have to see that in the fight. Just show it to you when you pull an Ascension champion. That makes no sense. Guys, there's a non-zero chance Yondu is my second rank 5. Like, I'm genuinely thinking about it. I thought it would for sure be like Nefaria and then probably Venom or something, but Yondu is like seriously tempting for me. Did I do the science quest yet? I have not yet. I love that synergy storm. It's so good. Such a strong one. One of the strongest in the game, I would argue. Like, it's very, very strong for both sides. And the amount of speed that Rogue shrugs a parry isn't nuts. No, I think the science one is the next one. So it's going to be the Spider Woman. Dude, the AI and its stinking special intercepting, man. Anyway, I was going to say, it's going to be the Spider Woman Count Nefaria show. I see Caveman in here now. I'll get to your joke in a minute, sir. Okay, I've been off work all week because my pet cow is sick. My boss thinks I'm milking it. Oh, very nice. Very nice. You gotta milk it when you're sick. You gotta milk it. Now, work culture nowadays makes you like feel like you're killing their firstborn if you call out sick. That's the feeling they'll go for. Like, it's some great big sin if you decide not to give all your coworkers the sniffles. Which I will never understand. And there's been a lot of rants tonight. I hope you guys know this is not always the way of the stream. There's just been particularly, like, triggering topics that have come up in conversation. Beautiful intercept. You got a 7-star Cole? Nice, Abyss. That's really sweet, dude. Actually, wait. I think I got a 7-star Cole on my my main account as well. Which, I mean, he was, I believe, max sig, so it wasn't that big of a pull, but still. All right, time for the Pixie. I'm sure between all 4 of my champions, we can take her down. Ouch. I still haven't like taken the time to actually read the notes for this fight. Every time I go into it, I've just been kind of struggle bussing my way through it. It seems to be okay. I mean, she's putting me to sleep, but like, who cares? Oh, what the? Man, I'm really tempted to go for the KO, but 35% is a lot. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think a special one would is gonna be enough anyway. That is, though. Guess who just duped your Swiss? Very nice, man. Okoye's dupe is fantastic. Congratulations, man. I said that so confidently, your mind went to, have you killed your employer's firstborn before? I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Yeah, you guys are going to think I'm a murderer. A murderizer. Okay, Count Nefaria. Sorry, Yondu, you did good, though. Spider Woman. Spider Ham. Any other science champions that we want to bring along for the ride? Sentry for fun? No. Any synergy partners, maybe? Yeah, we'll bring Claire. Why not? Pulled a brand new Ascended Toad? I've heard he's actually not too bad, Caveman. Have you taken him out for a spin at all? Because I've actually heard some pretty decent things. Not that he's like life-changing by any means, but the fifthborn. Yeah, I didn't kill the firstborn. Is the fifth. Yeah, Okoye is a great champion. Definitely something to be excited by. Swiss. But nah, I mean, dude, I feel like I could endlessly rant about work culture and how stupid it is. But I turned kind of into an old man yelling at the sky. So close, Spider-Woman. Shiny Sentry, I know. The Shiny Sentry that may actually get used. Hilariously enough. Because this account has not done Epoch at all. And we don't have Okoye to do the Okoye cheese, so it may fall onto Sentry's shoulders. We'll see. I mean, once we do Epoch on my main account, though, we're gonna probably be pretty epoch'd out for a while. Which I don't even know if I want to do that on drop day because I feel like it might be bugged. And that's going to be a very time-consuming quest. We may have to do that on like a Friday. I don't think I could do that in one day. And I would want to do it in one day. I wouldn't want to break that stream up. Although, I don't know. None of the Epoch fights I feel like were particularly like long. They're just tricky. Did you pop in yet? You forgot? I don't think so, Spidey, but welcome in. You want to talk free agents? Dude, there's been a lot of movement around the NFL today, huh? It's been pretty awesome. I like, it's so boring when there's like barely any trades and stuff that happen. We already talked about how my team is now free of Tua Tagovailoa, which I am absolutely just elated by. I'm very curious to see what Malik Willis puts forth, though. Need to see me beat Abs Man? Why do you say that, Swiss? Is that one of the fights you've been struggling with or something? That one did take a long time, actually. Now that you bring up that fight, I think that might have been the longest. Outside of Aries. Yeah, the Bills have been pretty quiet. That's a difficult question, Abyss. And one I wish I could answer for. Is Bastion the only guy you're missing? If he's the only one you're missing, I would say no. Really strong for sure, but I don't know that I would chase a champion. Like, you're losing out on a lot of value. Whether the new champions are great or not, you're still missing out on a lot of potential roster adds that could come in handy down the road for various things. Then again, there's also the counterpoint that, like, Bastion is crazy, and I agree with you. So, like, if that's the route you wanted to take, I wouldn't blame you. But if it were me personally, I would just give up, and I wouldn't want to chase just a single champion. Because, like, right now, I'm missing Mr. Knight. If he were to leave tomorrow, I wouldn't open my Titans today to chase him. Granted, Bastion is on a different level, but I just still feel like from the cost standpoint, it's maybe not worth it. Oh, gotcha, Swiss. Yeah, he can be tricky. You pretty much need Despair, I think, for a lot of the champions that are recommended for that Absorbing Man. The exact same reason you never got Nefaria. Oh, so are you worried that, like, history will repeat itself? And, like, if you let him go now, you're never gonna have a chance? I definitely would understand that a little more. All right, we'll get to you eventually, Count Nefaria. Let's just throw everybody else at Mommy Pryor. I mean, what? Who said chat? You guys are weird. Mommy Lynn Pryor. Ouch, get me out of the degen. That degen hurts, like, pretty good. Ooh, Swiss, that hurts, man. I wish you could get refunded for stuff like that. Like, if you used a bunch on a certain fight and then you quit out, you just got your units back. I know that would never happen, but that would be so nice. Because there's a lot of times I think people get roadblocked, try to brute force it, and then it's just a waste. Yeah, Photon nuked everything. Photon is nuts for the EQ. Definitely a very solid option. Excuse me. Okay, is that... Oh, that brings us to Elder difficulty, which should be fun. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Let's see, are the crystals only in Elder, or do we get some stuff for the initial clear? We have 2 of these. Let's just go ahead and open what we have right now. And then we'll start on Elder probably tomorrow, I think, right? Is anything coming out tomorrow other than the new Titan? I know we're getting stuff on the 11th, aren't we? No takesies, backsies. No. Nope, Storm. Nope. I wish. First Elder map is really fun if you bring Horseman Sinister. Just Sinister generally. I mean, he's a beast. Hey, speaking of that guy. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Oh my gosh. I'm actually okay with that. Get him awakened. Yeah, hopefully the Titans are good tomorrow for everybody. I hope you guys all get pretty lucky. Man, or should I grind Arena tomorrow on my main? Oh, decisions. Oh, beast. Wow. The best champion in the game has graced our account. Incredible. Oh my gosh, beast. Beast is such a meme, dude. He needs some help. Oh my gosh. He's such a waste of space. Okay. Dude, open some premiums. Dude, we got a 4-star. That's crazy. And then we open this guy. We choose the Gogster, obviously. Apocalypse would have been better there, but it's not going to matter that much. Open this guy. I can't believe we have a Max Sig crystal of any kind. That's kind of wild. Open that guy. Leave the egg. Always. And then we open these guys. All right, these will be the last 2 crystals of the stream today, guys. I don't think we have enough time to get into an Elder Quest. We do on our main because we can knock the fights out a lot faster, but I think we'll take significantly longer on the alt account, so we're going to go ahead and pull a 7-star out of both of these and then probably call it for today. Man. Just wait, though. My energy levels in the next few days are going to rise as I recover from daylight savings time. You love seeing these spin? Me too. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Swiss. Hey, Venompool. Okay, we actually need a 7-star now. Gonna get another ham. Nick, if I get another spider ham out of this crystal, at the 7-star, not 6, I will mod you. Yep, make sure to change your clocks. I actually have a clock on my desk. I need to change. Hey, 7-star shards. Close enough. Dang, what an opening. Okay, we'll get more of these as we clear Elder. I mean, we're not going to be able to get it all done tomorrow either, but that is a-okay. All right. Now I stream 6 to 8 instead of 7 to 9. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, that changes a lot of people's like different streaming schedules. Actually, now that you mention it, I do remember like a shift in my viewership when daylight savings happened last year. I bet that's going to happen again. It feels kind of like it has. Because I have a lot of viewers from different countries as well. Not everyone is American. And that tends to be kind of weird. Them or those that don't do it. Because I think there's countries that don't do DST, right? I don't know that that's just an American thing. but I think it's largely American, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know some states don't. I don't know if Arizona's even the only one. I think there's one or two other states that don't change. I swear there's some other states that don't change. I can check the negative gameplay. I can look at that really quick. No problem. It better not suck though, all right? I'm going to show it on stream. So you better make sure it's good. Hello? Discord? There we go. Okay, here we go. This is Mr. Negativo. Sorry, there's no audio. Okay, okay. I like what I'm seeing. Getting the Furies. Wonderful. Is it going to be like a single special too and she's dead? Oh, oof. That was all according to plan, though. That was so you could farm power. I see what you're doing there, getting hit by that special. That's smart. That's probably something I would do as well. Oh, my 49k on a degen tick, though? That's nuts, man. That's a lot of damage. Oh, my gosh. See, that's what I like about EQ. You just get to see some champions that just, like, ramp beyond belief and just crush. That's a lot of degen. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Oh my gosh. All right. So, oh, I have... Ooh, I could probably put this on... Honestly, it's probably worth putting on Nefaria just for, like, the charge rate of the relic. So I don't think I really have one that's... Yeah, I just have this guy, Nefaria, which is not doing that much, really. Rank 4 Sig 200, Ascended level 1. Dude, I'm jelly. Hopefully we can get another Ascended champion on the alt tomorrow. All right, guys. That's going to do it for today. We got through EQ on the alt. In Classic, we will be tackling Elder, I think, probably tomorrow, unless we feel like doing something else. We'll see what happens. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll be on the main. At the very least, to open our Titan basics. And then we hop over to the alt. Yeah, we might do that. We might do that. We might get some Titans opening. Make sure to drop by the stream tomorrow, you guys. Go ahead and get your sleep. Catch up on your sleep. Daylight savings time can absolutely cook you. And if you're like me, sleep deprivation is starting to affect you more and more. Now that I have to wake up super early, it's a little bit more punishing. So, all right, guys. Thank you for dropping by today. Appreciate you all. Go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you, and I will see you tomorrow.